Welcome YouTube. As promised, guys, I haven't done a video in about 3-4 days now. The last video I did was First Energy, when I recommend you guys that it was a great pickup, just around $23-24 per share. Happy to say that worked out great. I'm up $6 per share right now. It crosses over $30 this morning. So for any one of you that was in that stock after watching that video, then definitely you guys have made approximately 30% or more on your investment. Now, the big trigger in the market this morning, as you know, I like to let you know when stock goes down or when stock goes up. Greatly position yourself to be successful, to buy on the cheap or on the low. No, guys, Intel. We're discussing Intel this morning. Their Q3 quarter result was awesome, was great. They're making profit, except the chip, what everyone was expecting to have a certain date at least, is not ready yet. And basically, when Intel announced that that nano chip is not ready yet, the market triggers and Intel is down big time, as you can see. Guys, if you look at their revenue report, I've been reading it again, the second quarter for 2020, you can see here, and they did okay. They did make profit. It's been as we expect with the trigger in the market right now, with the increase of everything cloud-based and EVs. Intel is standing its ground. Now, the main thing that drive the stock down big time for Intel this morning, as I said, was the announcement that the nano chip, what everyone is waiting on, is not ready yet, right? They had high expectation for everyone, and now people are disappointed. Now, let's look at the charts and see what's going on here. So as you can see, Intel is down 15% for the day, right? It's down 15%, as low as 17%, 18% at one point. Now, it did drop at 49.50 before climbing back up to 50.70. It was just 51.20 not too long ago, guys. As you can see, based on information here, this stock does pay dividends at 2.2%. It is at a low right now. It is a great pickup for anyone that wanted to add Intel or tech stock to their portfolio. Now, I was hoping for like a 47.50 drop so I can get in, because I do have a buy order that I set for 47.80. Now, if it starts to rise, I hate chasing prices, but again, I hate missing out on a great opportunity as well. So if it doesn't catch us there, definitely I will go in. I'm okay getting anything before $52 per share, but again, I would be more than happy if it drops around 47.50. Now, as usual, I tell you guys that I only make videos of stock that I'm planning to invest in, or stock that I do have in my portfolio, because I want to be true to what I'm actually doing. For anyone that's watching this video, guys, I urge you to do some research. Take a look at this stock. It's a long-standing company. As you know, if you're into tech, I'm from a tech background myself, so anyone is in tech or anyone that's not into tech, we all use technologies today, right? So Intel has been around for a long time. Intel is a stable tech. Now, we know AMD had gone up about 10% this morning with the news that the Intel chip was not ready. When Intel announced that their chip have months to go, while AMD chip was already on the market. Now, AMD stock rose up as high as 10-12%. So you can't go wrong with any of those stock right now. I do think AMD have a few percentage that they may roll next week as well. So just be cautious with that. But in terms of Intel, guys, if you look back here, in the last year, let's go back in 1 year. We can see back in September, this is when I want to talk about. Back in September, the stock started to climb a bit, right? And right around before the pandemic, it tailors off. You see it goes back down to like around this price right now, 47.60, around that price. That's the reason why I set my mark around 47 on like 80-ish, because I feel like if it does drop a little bit more, maybe Monday, then I think it may catch that price, and I'm okay going in at around 47, because you can see history always repeats itself, and I like to not chase price if I don't have to, because I want to make a better profit. Now, for any of you guys, now I do have AMD in my portfolio as well, so that's why I was saying I'm okay going up 52 because I do know I made 10% off AMD today, so I'm okay in that sense. But if you're trying to get into this stock for the first time, if you could get it in the 47.50 or $48 per share, right? Now I know you'd love to get it down in like 42 or 45, but the way things are going right now, they may tell us that it's not ready yet, but then in a few months, it may becomes available, and then next thing you know, there's a huge spike and the price will tailor up. Now with Intel, I would suggest strongly, guys, if you do not have any tech stock in your portfolio, Intel is a safe play. Number one, I'm an Intel guy, right? I'm not being biased, but I both use Intel chips and AMD chips. I've been, my background, as I said, is tech. I'm coming from tech. So I like to analyze where I'm stronger at. And if I should compare between Intel and AMD, then definitely I would go for Intel. However, Intel, I know, has been struggling in this year up and down until the last 6 months. I would say they start to rise and dip during the coronavirus peak, and they stop to rise again. But one thing that I want to let you know that may impact Intel as well, we know that the chip is not ready for now. Okay, that's a no-brainer. But secondly, as you know, with Apple is planning to, and that is, but Apple has announced, I believe, months back that they will start making their own like processors. So I do think that's a huge ding in Intel again to come, because if Apple starts to make their own processors, then I'm not sure if the profit, obviously, revenue is gonna hit there, because on the MacBooks and the iMacs and all those are using Intel processors, as well as some that use the AMD chips as well, right? But for anyone that knows, with Apple, once Apple start making their own processors, it's not going to be a long time before they start making their own video cards as well, right? So it's a time away, but in the long run, for sure, you can gain that drop that Intel drops right now at $50.65. If it can get in 48 or 47.50, it would be perfect. But if you don't have a tech stock in your portfolio, it is a safe play. Now, as usual, I said, guys, I'm a little bit biased because I'm from a tech background. So I have the likes of Apple, AMD, Intel. I have those stocks in my portfolio. Now, I will make my next video as well that I will touch some light on as well is one of the semiconductor companies. I have two that I have in my portfolio as well. If you keep tuned, keep subscribe, you will see my next video that tells you the two semiconductor companies that I'm planning to keep long term, and I do have a small position in them in my portfolio. I'm planning to add a larger position in those two companies, especially with the rollout of the 5G that to come. Then I see there should be some increase in value in those companies. So if you stay tuned and subscribe, then you will see the ones that I'm looking at. But guys, again, Intel, if you're looking at 3 months or 6 months view to make it a little bit easier, you can see the dip that we could see back in March. Then it was averaging just over $58 per share. As at one point it was up at 64 before this huge news this morning. It dropped down as much as 17-18%. But again, it's still a safe play. But as usual, I like to tell my listeners or whoever is watching that please do your own research to make your own conclusion. We're not licensed brokers or financial advisor. We're not responsible for any loss. But for me personally, I think Intel is a safe play. It's a safe investment for anyone that's looking to add a tech stock to their portfolio that's not too expensive. You look at the price right now, it's $50.60. Hopefully you can get it in the like 48 to 49.50. If you get in that range, then definitely it's a no-brainer for me personally. But again, we cannot tell the future with the tension between China and US right now. The market is a little bit crazy, but it should overcome whatever is happening. No, guys, I tell you, I'm in the market trading right now. I have been off for the last few days because the market has been going down trend for a while. So I didn't want to spend time making a bad decision, and it wasn't my plan. But since I was keen for this on a Q2 result from Intel, a good thing I didn't buy, because I decided I'm not buying in before that result comes out. But now it's a perfect opportunity for me to add some more shares to my portfolio to low my averages down. So again, guys, I hope you're watching this video. If you do subscribe, we thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please Please subscribe, share with a friend. Let me know how am I doing. If you do have any tech stock that you'd like me to take a look at, definitely forward it my way. If it's worth my while, if it's something I'm planning to add to my portfolio, if it's a perfect fit, then definitely I will consider. Again, guys, I want to thank you as usual, and be safe and peace out.